Hey everybody, it's me, Matt, and about a year ago I put out an EP called Anything Can Be a Song. I wanted it to be special. It was my first solo release, so I looked at what other people were doing for their album releases, and I noticed that a lot of people tried to make it hard for people to hear their music. They might put it on some sort of outdated physical media, like cassette tape or vinyl, or you had to buy a little business card that had a download code on it and then type that in when you got home, and thought, wow, that's actually very cool. So what I wanted to do was make it even more difficult, make it as hard as possible for people to hear my music. So what I came up with was a cassette tape download code release show. Now that's not a cassette tape and download code release show. It's not like you could get one or the other. It's a cassette tape download code release show where you bought a cassette tape, and on the tape, I read you your individual download code. I bought 50 for the show. I sold 24. So not great, but it wasn't just me reading download codes. 1 through 25 were simple. It would just be something like this.
Hello, it's me, Matt. Thanks for buying this tape. Thanks for coming to the show. I'm assuming you came to the show if you have one of the tapes. If you didn't come to the show, please stop listening. This isn't for you. The download code is you're gonna put that in at bandcamp.com/yum, Y-U-M, and your download code is 55D2BQDJ. Enjoy the songs, and I love you. Bye.
But 26 through 50 were more difficult. There were instructions on what you had to do to get your download code. And this was the only way to hear the EP for about a month, maybe a little more, before it went up on streaming services, and I made a CD eventually. Another outdated thing, I guess, now. But anyway, so I thought I should at least tell everybody what 26 through 50 were supposed to be. Some of them got bought. I didn't sell them in order. I mixed them all together, so I don't know which ones got sold and which ones didn't. They're numbered. There's number 40, so we know nobody did that. But we'll just go through them. I thought it was a fun idea. I think people thought it was a fun idea more than they thought it was a fun practice. But, you know. Tape 26, I left at the Juice. That was a juice bar here in St. Louis. You just go in and say, hey, I'm here to get my download code. And they would give you the download code. And then you also got a free smoothie. So I hope someone did that. Tape 27 told you to go to Earthbound Brewery. And you would go upstairs, and it was taped underneath a little alcove in an envelope. And there's a $10 Earthbound gift card in there as well. I know it's not there anymore. I don't know if the person that got the tape got it, or if somebody just noticed one day that there's an envelope taped in this thing and opened it and got $10 and a random list of numbers that they didn't know what to do with. Tape 28. I don't know if you guys are aware of my TikTok page, profile, whatever, but I do the same kind of country song over and over again. But anyway, Tape 28 told them to go to my TikTok, go to one from a certain date, and it was taped on the wall in the background of my TikTok.
Somebody better call the law. We done took it outside, we're about to brawl. Old boy done put his hands on a woman where I come from, son. The next thing coming is a ass whooping in the parking lot, about to drop this fool.
So check me out at Matt F. Basler. Tape 29, I know I still have 29. This was one where I bought a tape from Goodwill. I believe it is Nelson. So I just fast forwarded to the middle and then very quickly told them what website to go to and read their download code. Would have been funny if somebody got it. But on tape 30, they had to go to mattfbosler.tumblr.com, and it was in a random post. But I checked and I couldn't find post with a download code. I hope I remembered to do it. I think I did. If somebody got that tape and could never find their download code, Whoopsie. Tape 31, they just had to listen to me read a URL to an unlisted YouTube video. Here, it looks like this.
Hey, it's me, Matt F. Basler. Thanks for buying a tape.
Tape 32, you had to email cassettetapematt@gmail.com, and then I would email you your code. You'd say what tape you had, and I would just email you your code. Tape 33 was cassette tape download code at gmail.com, and it would just auto send you a link to a YouTube URL that would tell you your download code. Here's what that one looked like.
Got your download code for you. It's VN776U4R. That's right. And you're going to put that in at bandcamp.com/YUM, like yum.
Tape 34, you emailed cassettetapematt@gmail.com, and you had to send a picture of a dog, and when you sent a picture of a dog, I would send you your download code. Tape 35 had a self-addressed stamped envelope inside the case, and you had to mail me a letter, and then I would mail you back your download code. Tape 36, you emailed cassettetapematt@gmail.com, and you had to answer 5 questions. I guess they're on the tape. I don't remember what they were or what the even premise of the questions were. For some reason, I didn't check and see which tapes that I had sold or hadn't sold before I started filming, but I have, if I have them, I have them, so I can just see what's on the tape. I can see what the questions were. So let's do that.
Hello? Hey, it's me, Matt. Look, here's what I need. Your download code is not on this tape. I'm sorry. You have to do a little more than that. I just need you to send me an email. I need to hear from you. It's just 5 things, okay? Favorite movie, favorite cartoon, favorite band, favorite scary place, and did I say favorite food? If I did, that's okay. Please write it twice. But if I didn't, then just write it once. So that's the 5 things I need. I forgot what they are, but you can go back and listen to them. So please just send those to me, and then I will email you back.
Okay, the deal with this one was when they emailed me back those answers, I would like pick one of those things, like their favorite food, and then send them a gift card to a place that serves their favorite kind of food. Or like, here's an iTunes gift card. Go get that band's album or something. But nobody ever emailed me, so it never happened. Tape 37, same as the one where there's a self-addressed stamped envelope in it. But when you mailed me a letter, I was going to mail back. You know those sites where you can get a custom mug or a mouse pad made or whatever? You can make custom puzzles. I was going to make a puzzle that was the download code. So you would get a puzzle, have to put the puzzle together. Nobody did that, so. Tape 38 would tell you to go to the Heavy Anchor venue here in St. Louis, and I put a QR code of the download code on the cigarette machine. Sorry, Heavy Anchor, for putting a sticker on your cigarette machine. Tape 39, you emailed heyitsmatt@yahoo.com. I think it just auto-emailed you your download code. Tape 40, you emailed anythingcanbeasong@yahoo.com. It auto-sent you a YouTube URL. That told you to go to Foam. The QR code is underneath the sink. Might still be there. Foam's closed, so we'll never know if it's there or not. Tape 41, for this one, I changed my profile picture on my Facebook page to how it's just had a black background, and if you turned up the brightness, you could see the download code. So the tape told you to download that picture and get it in a picture editor and crank up the brightness. Tape 42, I read the code at the end of my podcast, Matt F. Basler's podcast. Check it out. It's on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, any podcast app that you want to listen to. I just left blank silence at the end and then read the code. But I know people did hear that and said, hey, was that one of the download codes? So I'm not sure if I hope if someone got that tape, someone didn't download it already, but it doesn't really matter because it was on Spotify soon anyway. So I don't think it's that big of a deal. Tape 43, it was just a really long one. I talked all through one side of the tape and you had to flip it over, and I talked all through that until the very end, and then I read the download code. Tape 44, I gave Morning Glory, a diner here in St. Louis, a CD for their jukebox, but it has an extra track that's me reading the download code. So if you go to Morning Glory and play one track past the last one, you can make a bunch of people in a diner listen to a guy read a download code. Tape 45, I left the download code with Party Bear Pizza and Tiny Chef. So the tape would just tell you to go there and get your download code. Tape 46, I recorded it. There's it's like a 2-speed tape player. I had to record the voice. So I just recorded it slower. So when you played it, it was sped up, and you would have to it was pretty hard to understand. So you'd have to find a way to pitch it down so you could tell what I was saying. Tape 47, I don't understand. You emailed cassettetapematt@gmail.com. Send you a link to their social media. Once again, I don't know why I didn't just listen to the tape, but here's tape 47.
Hey, it's me, Matt F. Basler. Matt F. Basler. Natural Basler. All you have to do at this point is I just need a link to your preferred social media, like your profile on your preferred social media. So just email me a link to that. Like if you use Twitter, link me to your Twitter profile. If you use Instagram, link me to that. Did I do that right?
I think so.
Okay, that didn't actually help. I don't know what happened after that. I'm sure there were more steps. I don't think I was just going to send them their code on Twitter, but I don't remember, and we'll never know. Tape 48, you had to join the Facebook group Matt F. Basler's cassette tape download code release show tape number 48. When the person joined, I would post one letter a day of their download code until I posted them all. Tape 49, you just had to DM a Twitter that I made. I don't think there were any more steps, but maybe. Tape number 50, you emailed cassettetapematt@gmail.com, said what number you had. Then I emailed you telling you to go to Suburban Pro Studios. You had to scan a QR code on the door, which is faded out now, so nobody can do it. Then that sent you an unlisted YouTube video. There may have been other steps to this one, I think, but ultimately you had to unscrew the cassette tape and the code was written on the inside of the tape. I took the tape apart, wrote the code on the inside of the tape. The code was with you all along. So like I said, it didn't work. I still have a bunch of these. There's no reason for anyone to buy them now. You don't need a download code. It's everywhere to listen to. So these are worthless and useless. A few of them, I think I left out some steps. I know that there was an idea that you had to beat a high score and like Miss Pac-Man and then send me a picture of that high score. So I think some of those where you sent an email had more steps that I've lost at some point. I knew them back when it came out. But it was a fun idea to me that failed. And next time I put out an album, I'm really looking forward to failing again. Hey, Duke, do you want to buy a tape? Duke, do you want to buy a tape? Duke? Hey, Duke, did you want... do you want to buy it? Okay, that's okay. Yeah, cool. I'm sorry.